Hi guys, and welcome back to Manny Centric. So today is all about the Skittle Manny Mania. As you can see, I went ahead and did a little quick collage of some of the Skittle Mannies I've done. Basically with Skittle Mannies, it's super easy to do. I'm just going to highlight how I did mine, and then we're going to show a couple of videos of how to do extras. So step one is really easy with Skittle Manis. You basically just want to pick a theme. It can be ombre, it can be gradient, it can be seasonal, but go ahead, pick a theme, and then start picking out your polishes. Now that you've got your polishes picked out, the way to narrow it down is to go finish by finish. So glossy for gloss, matte for matte, hollow for hollow, glitter for glitter, etc. You get the idea. And now that you've narrowed it down into all of your finishes and you've built up your mani, go ahead, paint your nails. And of course, don't forget presentation. Clean up the cuticles and make sure that they're moisturized. It just really looks much better that way. It's something that I myself struggle with because I color outside the lines all the time. Sometimes it gets on my sidewalls. Sometimes the polish is a stainer and it gets like on the back of my cuticle, on the back, like by the back of my fingernail, and when my nails were shorter, all over my fingers. But this video is real quick. Just did a little bit of a hollow tip gradient over the polishes that I used for my blue Skittle Mani. So like right here, you're seeing the polishes I used and the names of those. Okay, now you're seeing the names. Wow, I did not know this part was that long. I could have sworn I did it quicker than this. But anyway, grabbed a hollow from the China Glaze collection. I think, yeah, it was. And then just pulled off a little hunk of sponge and just painted it on there. I did dab a little bit on my silicone mat just to take some of the excess off. I'm just showing how to do it with tweezers just because sometimes sometimes my nails are already wet and I don't want to risk messing up my dominant hand trying to finish up my non-dominant hand. And sorry guys about like just doing voiceovers at this point because it just moves so much quicker. I was actually able to squeeze in to a like almost 20-minute video, pictures of a bunch of different looks and like 3 different manicures. So I feel like voiceovers are helping me maximize the content that I'm bringing to you. So this is the part where I dab a little on the silicone mat first and then dab on my nails. And then I just repeated that step for every nail. And it was kind of hard at first because you're trying not to get it too much because you want to do a gradient, but I also wanted like those jagged edges because I didn't want it to be like a regular gradient. And you just want to do this until you're happy with the saturation of your tips. Like for me, I think it was like maybe 3 or 4 rounds of it and then just making the edges just a little more uneven. That's basically what I went back for. And then I decided that I really wasn't done yet. So I added a matte top coat to this mani after I was done. And this is it before the matte top coat. I kind of like it shiny now that I've done it in matte. This is the second look. I think I actually posted this one up on Instagram already. That's Gold Mine Your Business. Basically, I decided that I wanted to add a cuff to my Skittle Mani. And for those of you who know me, I usually use nail guides. For whatever reason, I could not find any curved nail guides, and I didn't want to take the chance of trying to do it with scotch tape and making it all uneven. So I decided to try my hand at freehanding it with just using the brushes. And basically, like, the easiest way to do that is to start off with way more space than you need and then whittle away at it a little bit by little bit, because that minimizes the chances of you making a mistake that you can't cover up. So as you can see, I start out with a lot of room and then just go at it little bit by little bit to create that cuff. Starting off with that gold base coat and then putting my creams over the top so that I have like a nice little finish contrast there. And probably could have gone a little less far into my nail, but you know what? I liked the result, but I think next time I'll make my cuffs just a teeny smidge bigger. And now I'm just repeating that step with the next nails. And I promise, like, next time I do this, I'll see if I can figure out a way to speed up this part, because I think everybody's pretty comfortable with painting their nails. Of course, the curved edge brushes make this so much easier because all you're doing is following the shape of your nail. So I think that's why I really liked, I think this is a KL. I think that one is a KL polish. I think it's Taurus that I'm using for that one. And then still repeating. I don't even know why I filmed this whole part, because honestly, like, just doing the voiceover for it, I'm like, is it really necessary that I did it for each fingernail? I think it's because I had all of these polishes and they had different brushes. Like China Glaze was a little on the narrow end, and then you had the KL brushes, which were on the wider end. And I'm not sure if, did I have an Alamila? I can't even remember which polishes I put in this, but the next one is like a mini brush. Yeah, because I did OPI, one of the minis for this. So again, like doing it with a narrow brush, and for like a shorter and narrow brush. The only cool thing about that is you get so much more control. And then when I was done with this, I just went ahead and did a clear top coat, and it was glossy and I liked it, but again, I really preferred it in a matte. So when we see the pictures, you're going to see both finishes, both glossy and matte. And we're done because I'm not about to like do the thumb too. um, but that one is both of the pictures. And then this is the last but not least one that I love the most out of all three. This one was my favorite to do. Basically featuring Fall Foliage by Lucky Lacquer from their fall collection that totally like sold out within minutes. I just basically did 2 to 3 coats of that on my fingernails to get as much coverage as I could because I really wanted it to be dense on the glitter end. And then those are What's Up Nails stencils that I purchased. Oh, and my Beauty Big Bang tweezers because I really like them for peeling up stickers, and I think water decals too. Like, it just makes my life easier. And then just peel it off, arrange it on your nail. And this is, of course, after you've applied some top coat, just to make sure that if you have to clean up, I know that not everybody is messy like me, but if you have to clean up any lines from your nail guides or your stencils, there's a barrier of that clear top coat between what you're polishing right now and the base that you've already established. And that's my Beauty Big Bang silicone pusher. I love that thing to death. Just because like it forms around my nail to push down nail guides and stickers. And I really, and nail foils too, like depending on if you're how you're doing your nail foils. If you're doing a full coverage, it does come in handy. I love it. And yeah, I'll go ahead and like put the link down below for that product because I really like it. But I also like that I didn't pay a whole bunch for it because I am cheap. I don't like spending a lot of money. I think it's because I'm always buying tons of stuff. So now that you've got your nail stencil on, I know this is not new to you guys. Just make sure that you've sealed in those edges so that you don't have any gaps for the polish to gush under. And then you just want to paint over it. And I did go a little generous with this coat of polish because I did not want to end up getting in the cycle of trying to do it twice. So I went generous with the coat of polish to make sure that that opacity was there. And then immediately, as soon as I'm done making sure that I've covered all of the edges where I don't want the glitter to show through, peeling off that nail guide, like ASAP. You don't want to give it a chance to start drying. And then peeling off slowly, not like too slowly, but just, moderately enough that you're not ripping it off and messing up the design. And I was just really happy with how clean that turned out because the bottom end of that nail guide was super narrow. And then there's the third step that I was talking about, cleaning up those cuticles because I swear it's like the most annoying thing when I look at my pictures and I see that the Manny is cute, but I also become fixated on is that hangnail or wait, is that, oh my goodness, did that polish stain on my nail? I get caught up in those little teeny tiny details and it will totally ruin my day once I see it. So, yeah, that one was actually the reverse. My thumb was the bonus, where I took the actual stencil out and pretty much just painted over the hollow part of it. So I hope you guys really enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed doing it. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you aren't, thanks for coming back. Bye.